knockdowns, but Conceição rallied late to earn a draw.
He's going to have to be better tonight, Tess. He's in there with a technician, a fighter that has an unconventional style just as well as him, as he does. And he's very technically sound. You can see the footwork already.
Also in that fight, Timmy, Navarrete was dealing with an injured left hand. It was surgically repaired in December. And then he got back to using it in February. And he said, able to go full with it, feels great.
He's always in a fight with a hand injury. I told you guys that, you know, your environment can become your norm. I wonder if things was perfect with his hand, would he be able to fight the way he does? He always finds a way to win no matter what, but he's always suffered from hand injuries, Tess. And I wouldn't be surprised if he hurt his hand again tonight.
Go pull his arm.
You know, it's interesting in watching him in the locker room prior to making his ring walk, as he asked his team to fix that left glove. Of course, that was the injured hand. Bernardo, what did you find out about that situation with his wraps and that glove?
I spoke with his trainer, Pedro Navarrete, and he told me, look, the way his hand was wrapped, he was having trouble getting his hand inside and closing his fist. So what we did was take it off. We did a little bit of pad work, loosened it up again, did that several times, and now he's comfortable with it.
Tim, your experience, Hall of Fame fighter, in terms of making sure it's just right that you can close that fist and make that fist and have comfort.
That's extremely important for a fighter. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez in his last fight take his wrap off and re-wrapped it, because you got to feel comfortable once you stick your hand in that glove, because you can't take that glove off once it's signed off by the commission.
Berinchyk trying to drive down with the right hand. Received a warning from Jack Reese about hitting behind the head as Navarrete dipped to his right at that moment.
Again, you're going to have Berinchyk. He's going to be looking for Navarrete to get out of position. He'll have opportunities to press forward against Navarrete because he doesn't have great footwork and he squares up a lot. But off the back foot as well, he's going to have opportunities to land as well, because Navarrete will lunge forward. With shots like that, he'll put himself out of position. And you see right there, Berinchyk just taking advantage of him not being set to punch.
Berinchyk chasing him down.
And this is called tactical boxing right here. See? Navarrete's not used to somebody being just as awkward as he is. He just switched right there seamlessly from southpaw to orthodox.
He doubled up that jab as a southpaw and then turned the feet the different direction and came with the left hand. Not a bad opening round for Denis Berinchyk, the upset-seeking title challenger here, trying to claim this vacant lightweight world championship.
Out of position.
Berinchyk had an 8-3 connect advantage over Emanuel Navarrete in round number 1.
So Navarrete, what he's going to do is he's going to have to focus on the body to slow down those legs of Berinchyk. That's what he's going to have to focus on, because anytime he swings towards the head, Berinchyk is good enough to get underneath those shots and also get distance, Tess, and get away from those punches. Oh,
there's that
nice try for that uppercut.
Left hand that we've seen time and again, that long, sweeping left uppercut where he nearly scrapes the canvas as he throws it.
So this is a tempo change by Navarrete right now. A tempo change. He does a lot of, like, he feints with his feet, feints with his upper body.
Right hand from Navarrete. There's another right hand from Navarrete. Being more offensive-minded here in round number 2.
See how he's attacking more, but he'll step in, he'll stutter step. Right there, he's trying to time Berinchyk on the way in with the right hand. Sometimes Berinchyk can switch coming forward, and when he switches, he's there, he's available to be timed with the right hand. Good body shot.
Yeah. Right there. Left uppercut to the body, and he backs him up.
That hurt him.
Emanuel Navarrete finding the target. Berinchyk tries to smother him on the inside.
Stop. Everybody stop. Let him go. Box.
Yeah, Berinchyk is extremely tactical in there. He knows what he's doing, Tess. You got to be careful with that uppercut. If he leans a little bit forward over that front knee, that uppercut's going to see him from Navarrete. Again, that stutter step.
You know, Timmy, Berinchyk is the natural lightweight, been a lightweight his whole career. Navarrete obviously won his first world title, 122 pounds. But you see how comfortable. I mean, look at the body. I mean, Navarrete's body always looks a little flabby around the middle, no matter what weight class he's in.
It looks worse now.
Listen, you see him at 135 pounds in his rehydration. The guy was eating a bag of M&Ms during our production meeting yesterday. I don't know that he ever stopped eating during the production meeting yesterday. Look at his body tonight.
I said, forget about the strength and conditioning coach, man. I said, you need a nutritionist. He said, no nutritionist, Tim. Absolutely not. I think he likes to feel pain. I think he likes to struggle to make weight, to feel like, you know, like he's a fighter. I don't know. It has to do something with him, I think, mentally. The reason why he doesn't want to.
Success with that right hand here at the end of round number 2. Navarrete comes with a 2-punch combination. Awkward angle. Tried for the left uppercut again. Had a better round. Power punches land. Of course, he's always looking to land that loose, seemingly out of range left uppercut, Timmy.
Yes, out of nowhere. This is what makes Navarrete special, seriously. I mean, stutter step. See that uppercut out at range. Just missed off the mark right there. You saw Berinchyk just getting out of range, just barely out of range, and getting clipped with that uppercut from him.
He pulls back the trigger on that thing so far, it's behind his backside.
So he does a stutter step, again, cross step, and then that's his launching pad to throw that uppercut.
Bernardo, what do you hear, my man?
Pedro Navarrete Jr., Navarrete's trainer, says, look, I want him to feint more, and I want him to slow it down in order to be able to set up his shots.
Pedro Navarrete Jr. is Emanuel's cousin. He was a former pro himself, retired 8 years ago, and he has had this amazing ride with his cousin Emanuel, 3-division world champion.
See those stutter steps right there? Just throwing off the rhythm of Berinchyk. That's the goal, to freeze him. Freeze him in place for a split second. Oh, big shot right there.
Short right hand from the southpaw Berinchyk.
And again, Berinchyk just following him out with offense. Anytime he's out of position, there's that uppercut. There it is.
And Berinchyk closes the gap against him.
Punch right there is special. You can't, I mean, it's created.
It's so unconventional that the opponent
practice that.
Correct. And where do you get a sparring partner that resembles Navarrete?
He doesn't exist. Navarrete's getting hungry. He's trying to close that distance. Head clash right there. But one thing for sure is Navarrete's not spooked by the punching power coming from Berinchyk. He's willing to take chances. Left hand right down the middle from Berinchyk.
Short right hand as he had him going backwards.
This is the most awkward fight they've both. So awkward, too.
Coming to the end of 3, our world title fight here in San Diego. And now Emanuel Navarrete. We asked him what it would mean if he was able to do that, to join that list. Turned to us yesterday, he's like, yeah, it would be cool, but it doesn't really define me. Everything, he's just so unaffected by everything in the sport.
I think I don't think he just like to add any pressure on himself. I think he cares. I really do think he cares. But again, he goes about it just, oh wow, big
left
shot
hand
right
from
there.
Berinchyk, and look at how Navarrete responds, Timmy.
Oh, you want to fight? Oh, you want to hit me? No, you won't get some back.
What's been the reaction early on in the corner of Berinchyk, Bernardo?
I spoke to Igor Golub, and he says, look, what we need here is more footwork, more jab, better control. I said, what about the power of Navarrete? He says, he does feel his power.
Most do.
Yeah,
31 knockouts and 38 wins.
And a lighter puncher don't take a whole lot out of you. But when you're facing a heavier puncher, and he lands on your arms and your shoulders and your body and your chest. It zaps your energy. No doubt about it. That was a nice shot right there to the solar plex by Berinchyk. Again, anytime Navarrete is out of position, when he swings wildly, right there, Berinchyk, who has the better technique, a little better technique, he has success. Oh,
look at that stutter step and then the left uppercut. And it comes back with a combination. This is a good fourth round now for Navarrete. He's in gear. He likes this kind of tone to a fight. Oh, look at Berinchyk on the inside, taking that right arm and pushing up against his face with his forearm. The warning from Jack Reese.
Those punches are coming from everywhere. Coming from the ground, around the corner from Navarrete. Berinchyk is hard to time those shots. And he's so long too, Tess.
.72-inch reach for Navarrete, 67 inches for Berinchyk.
But then he does stuff like that,
yes,
where, I mean, he falls all over his feet, gets himself out of position, the perfect time to attack. But again, he makes up with it with his power. Again, it's like it gives you a false sense of security when he's out of position, because he can step back and wind up one of those uppercuts out of nowhere, Tess.
And always has the willingness to do so.
Good straight
left. Left hand from Berinchyk.
A lot smarter than many people think. Navarrete, he sets up a lot of his punches.
Mark Kriegel, how do you have it?
There you go. Look, the same way that Usyk had to get past Fury's reach, Berinchyk has to penetrate Navarrete's. He's actually done a really good job. He just doesn't have the power to keep Navarrete honest.
He did a pretty good job in the opening 30 seconds of this fifth round. There are the power punches in the last round. 9-8 edge for Navarrete. Sweeping right hand to the body. There's the uppercut coming back in. Follows it up before they lock up.
Navarrete right now just trying to overpower Berinchyk. He doesn't feel much coming back.
Short right hand on the inside from Berinchyk. Berinchyk trying to keep him honest, or else you know what's coming at you.
Yeah, he's trying to keep him honest with offense also, but also smothering Navarrete. Trying to get close and smothering his offense.
Stop again. Stop. Get your head out. That might will keep your head up a little bit.
Yeah, that's one way to stop someone who has a high volume. You step in, you tie him up, or you smother his work. You can't land anything cleanly on you. See, that was a nice nudge right there, and that's a tactic that you use to get a fighter out of position by Berinchyk. Just a nice little nudge just to get some space, knock him off balance, and then attack.
All right, stop. Stop. My break. Let each other out. Step back. Stop. Stop.
Berinchyk getting a little physical on the inside every time he ties up.
Any chance he gets to rest, Tess,
that's right,
he's going to rest, because those punches that are landing, even on the elbows and shoulders, definitely taking a lot out of him. And I just worry about his stamina on the back end. We're in the fifth round right now. Late in this fight. But he's putting on a good performance right now. Berinchyk is right now.
Very active.
Great assault.
Here in round 5.
Oh, he got clipped right there with that.
That's all it takes. Just those few moments against Navarrete, who stands up to that. On the attack, that was a low string left hand. Now chopping overhand right. And they tie up awkwardly again. Crowd doesn't like that. Short left hands as they close out round. Round number 6 WBO vacant lightweight world championship on the line. Navarrete with a 45-41 connect advantage.
The body's the key for Navarrete. That's the key. As far as Berinchyk, the key is his footwork. Again, try to get away from the shots, using his legs. See, I got around right there,
going off, angling out to the right.
But he did nothing with that. You know, you gain that position, you got to do something with that. You can't let opportunities go by the wayside, especially with Navarrete.
Of course, his former teammate is one of the best in the world at taking advantage of those angles. Vasily Lomachenko, who regained a lightweight championship last week, is now the IBF champion after his 11th round knockout of George Kambosos in Australia last Saturday night. And now this, the last piece of the puzzle in the 135-pound division. What a division when it comes to the names, right? Shakur Stevenson, we're going to see him on July 6th. I mean, just in terms of pure talent, unmatched. The explosive Tank Davis, Lomachenko, first ballot Hall of Famer, and now will it be Berinchyk or Navarrete?
More feints right there from Navarrete.
Here's targeting that belt line, Timmy, trying to go to the body. Three-punch combination from Berinchyk. There's the left, the right uppercut that time from Navarrete.
Look, at the one thing what Berinchyk is doing is he's doing his best to try to match the tempo and match the volume right now, this round with Navarrete. So he's staying close enough to be able to counter. And he's taking a lot of steam off his punches as well. He's just trying to accumulate points. He's having a good round right now, controlling the action test. Nothing big, just being simple. Making Navarrete miss, making him pay. Good right hand to the body from Navarrete. In our fighting meeting is that he said that he was interested in facing Shakur Stevenson. He said at one point in his career, don't know how soon it was, you know what I do? He said that he had a contract that had signed to face Shakur Stevenson, and he has no clue what happened on the other end. I just thought that was extremely interesting to hear from his, I don't know how true it is, but that is something that he did say, Tess.
Work out, let each other go, work out.
A little bit of separation, tried to fill it with a left hand. To your point, Berinchyk has stayed very active, punch for punch. He's thrown 346 punches to this point, to Navarrete's 258.
And he's been still somewhat, I would say, elusive too. Berinchyk, I mean, Navarrete hasn't been able to land anything really significant in the last few rounds. And you see how he's staying close, again, taking advantage of him out of position. And Navarrete, he starts to get impatient, and he starts lunging even more with shots.
Stop, let each other out, let each other out.
If Berinchyk was to mount a little more offense, Tess, just a little bit more, he can win these rounds clearly, like cleanly and clear.
Jack Reese gave him the warning earlier That punch nearly strayed behind the head.
Man, you know what this fight look like? This look like two uncles, drunk uncles in the backyard, just having it out.
It's a little sloppy, isn't it?
A little? Oh, my goodness.
Little unconventional, non-conforming, awkward styles between Navarrete and Berinchyk.
Oh, my goodness.
And he stops and pops with a right hand, 2 in a row, with a little more accuracy. Of course, heavyweight champion of the world in a thriller against Tyson Fury. We will have complete coverage of that on the State of Boxing on the ESPN app later tonight. There are the punches thrown by round. As you can see, Berinchyk, we told you the volume of Berinchyk, 400 total punches to 306, outthrowing Navarrete every single round so far tonight. So in terms of punches landed, 64 to 54 Navarrete.
Yeah, but that's interesting because Navarrete, no one outpunches Navarrete. So going up in weight probably has an effect from the numbers that we see here. I mean, on his output. No doubt about it. And his power doesn't seem to be the same as well, Tess.
Well, in his last 4 fights, there has been a little bit of decline with output. Early on in his career, his first title run, he was averaging over 72 punches per round. But then that's dropped down to 60.7 punches per round more recently, and tonight he's even lower, more economical with his output.
Well, he has a foe in there that's slippery, that understands angles, that knows how to avoid punches. Again, very crafty inside the ring.
Right hand then wrapped around the guard from Navarrete. Berinchyk, short right hand on the inside, tried to drive down an overhand right.
You're punching down. Don't do it.
That gets a warning from Jack Reese.
He sees everything, man. He saw that frame, that forearm frame right there.
Jack did a bunch of your fights, I assume, on your way up in California?
He did a few, yep, definitely.
2-punch combination from Berinchyk. Not much on it.
My break. Step back.
Oh, like a little short, little uppercut right there. It looked like it was from Berinchyk. Good place body shots by Berinchyk as well.
Well, the right uppercut again.
He's landing. I don't know how effective these punches are.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, he's landing for sure, but are they effective? That's the real question, because that's what scoring boxing matches is all about, effective punching. What kind of effect does it have on your opponent? Good round for Berinchyk.
It was. Mark Kriegel, how do you have it?
I got a tie ball game. You know, I don't know who the more powerful fighter is. It's Navarrete, but I don't think, at least not to this point, he had the same power he had at 130. You had it 126, certainly not at 122. Some of the rounds are really close, but Berinchyk is having his way in terms of ring generalship.
He's staying right in there.
It's very Maxie Hughes, Sandor Martin-like.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Pretty simple. If you can take Navarrete's power with all his flaws, footwork issues, lunging forward, reaching with punches, I mean, you could take total advantage of all of that. But you got to be able to withstand the punching power, and as of right now, Berinchyk has done that.
And of course, that's always one of the big question marks as a fighter goes up in weight. Remember, this is a fighter who started 122 pounds on his title run, and now here in a 4th weight class. Bernardo.
Yeah, in the corner of Emanuel Navarrete, they wanted to start pressuring more and to throw more punches. But more importantly, they want him to settle down a little bit more because they see him getting frustrated in there.
he's far below his typical averages for punches thrown and punches connected.
Stop. Stop.
It's called positioning, Tess.
Okay.
It's called taking away the other fighter's strength. That's what it's all about. And that's what Berinchyk is doing. He's taking away his strength with his footwork, head movement, being extremely elusive, getting around to that weak side, smothering. Different tactics he's using. He just keeps alternating them over and over and over again. It's frustrating. Navarrete. See, Navarrete usually can punch from that position and land, but Berinchyk, he escaped. He got out of the way.
The state of boxing, as we will have all the analysis, all the news to come out of the undisputed heavyweight championship fight won by Usyk. And now his good friend, Denis Berinchyk, is hoping he can find a little magic late here, pull off this upset and claim a lightweight championship against Emanuel Navarrete. This thing is just lingering along, and Navarrete may be in a little bit of trouble. Who knows?
I got a butt with some a little swelling, no blood.
Okay, so clash of heads, didn't open up a cut. But the bottom line is, Mark Kriegel, we're starting the 10th round. Here's the clash of heads.
Bing.
And you could see a scenario where ringside judges are giving these rounds to Berinchyk, and who knows which way it goes. How do you have it right now?
I got to know Berinchyk up a point. I mean, you know, he's not landing big thudding shots. The interesting thing, especially going forward, is that Navarrete has hit him flush on the chin, and to this point, really hasn't moved. It doesn't have the effect of Navarrete-type shots that we're accustomed to seeing. Nor does he have the kind of rep of other big names that he's going to get the same courtesy as certain superstars who've beaten Sandor Martin types.
Yeah, you always wonder, does the power carry as a fighter goes up in weight? And tonight we have not seen the effectiveness of the power of Navarrete that we were used to seeing in the lower weight classes.
Pull your arms out. Come on, work out of it, fellas.
Berinchyk is just so sneaky. He tied up, released, and fired right away. Just catching Navarrete off guard. There he is, step back right there. Left hand, Navarrete starting to mount an attack test.
Oh, there's a combination from Navarrete.
Stop, let him go.
I think Navarrete understands that he needs to step on the gas pedal. I'm pretty sure somebody in this corner told him he may be down in this fight right now.
Coming into this fight, he averages 16.5 combination punches thrown per round. Number 3 in the world among championship level fighters. He is not even close to that tonight.
That's you grabbing. Stop it. You good? Watch the head.
Good right in.
Let him go, Dennis.
Navarrete looking for that liver. That's what he's looking for, the liver shot. That's on that right side.
Eric tries to go to it there.
Yes. He's targeting that side down chest. That's what he wants. Oh,
there's a right hand to the body.
Stop. That's you, Dennis.
And another warning from Jack Reese. Both men opening up. Left hand comes in from the Ukrainian hopeful.
The audience seeing cold tests from all these punches that's been missed by both men.
It is sloppy, but somebody's going to win themselves a world title as the championship rounds have a 11th round. That 10th round is the first round tonight that Navarrete outlanded Berinchyk. It was 19-18. That's also his high total of the night in terms of punches landed and punches thrown. Let's see if he can keep up that pace here.
Tess, you can break the rules. You can run red lights. Eventually, sooner or later, you're going to get a ticket. Someone's going to make you pay. Now, could tonight be that night for Navarrete? Don't know.
Give me the glove.
Someone looks at it. I mean, there's a few more rounds left. This round and the next round. And he
There's
could
a right
be
hand from
down.
Navarrete.
Oh, he hurt him with that shot. Oh, he hurt him with that shot.
Stop it. Let him go. Get off the ropes.
To the body.
Go.
Navarrete chopping with that right hand again. He's more on the attack here in round number 11. Crowd reacting to it as well. Short left hand on the inside. Stalking a bit.
Stop. Separate. Box.
So this is where you start seeing that greatness come out from Navarrete when he's put in these type of positions right here.
No more. None of this is punching. You all right? No more.
It's a lunging left hand.
Stop. Step out. Box.
More missing, Tess. Just more missing punches. Navarrete had a good rhythm going for just a split second at the beginning of this round, but he seemed to have lost it. Now Berinchyk now is starting to get himself in a little groove with his offense. Good right hand.
Missed on that second one.
Popped his head up with that jab.
Stop. Nobody punch. Step out. Stop. You hold this out one more time, I'll take him top of the
Sports Center will be coming your way next. State of Boxing on the ESPN app with all the news and analysis from the heavyweight championship won by Alexander Usyk over Tyson Fury today.
This last round is extremely important for both fighters, Tess.
You see some blood coming from the mouth.
It can determine this fight. It can determine this fight. You just never know. These rounds, a lot of rounds are close. Berinchyk swept a lot of the back end of this fight.
Stop. My break.
And a strong finish right now from Navarrete. But we don't know who's going to win this fight as of right now. I don't know.
Oh, sweeping with that left hand to the body.
Yeah, and you see how he disguised it. Berinchyk, he smothers quickly to get a little breather, and he disguised the fact that that shot hurt him.
Just so awkward.
Stop, everybody stop. Everybody stop, let him go. Sit back.
Awkward. Tess. This is terrible. I mean, technique-wise, it's not appealing. It's not eye candy for me, man.
Think about the other three champions at 135 pounds.
This is the sloppiest championship fight I've probably ever witnessed in my life.
You know, keep in mind that he is still the champion at 130 pounds. So he has options.
Tess, he'll never see 130 pounds ever again.
Well, he's not even close to 135 right now, my man, as they take it down the stretch. And Berinchyk and Navarrete give a spirited effort.